Hi guys, nice to see you again. So today we're on a journey with math again. So here we go again. So today we're learning about calculating in a very convenient way. So sometimes we don't really need, for example, just take this. Ooh, it will take you forever if you just plus and plus together like that, right? So that's a quick method for you to always see in it. But most of you may see that first we just need to take this, multiply with each other, and then take this, multiply with each other, and then plus with this. So that's what I think when I was little, but not anymore. So we're learning in a convenient way now. So it's like we have to find a number that when we multiply together, it's going to be zero, you know? So for example, and sometimes the numbers, there are lots of numbers here. You see 35, 35, 35 are the same. So that means that, okay, so here, I'll write it out on the board so you might remember the method. So I'll say that if you see the number that has the same as the digits here, the same, you don't need to change it at all. So you don't need to do like 35 plus 35 plus 35 like that. You only need one 35, only one. I don't think we need to write it. So this is just one fact of it. We don't need to use it in this one. So we sometimes like this one. So when we have a zero at the bottom like this one, that means that there'll always be a zero there. But here there are zeros here, but when we plus it together, it doesn't equal like that. So this is how we do it. First, let's just write it out again. And after that, let's just take one of these 35 or other digit numbers that have the same one. So here, both the same. So that means that we'll put it in one group. We'll put it outside. And then we'll multiply. Here has a multiplication. The first multiplication, that means that we'll use that one and not the others. So when we multiply it together, please put a comma there so that we would see that first we're to do in a comma before we'll do the multiplication ones. So after that, we plus 1. And because this one has the same number on it, so that means that we plus 1. After that, we'll write the answers out and poof, here's the answer. So now you got it, everyone? And another one that you might see that is, for example, I'm going to take this and we'll do it together now. So this is how we do it. So you might see that they're both multiplications, right? If they're both multiplication, you may think that, so that we'll do 1 by 1. But actually it's not. Sometimes we can do it 1 by 1, but sometimes it asks us to calculate in a convenient way. So that's how 0 comes in handy. So first find a number that has a 0 in the back. So like 25 and 4. It has zeros. So after that, we'll multiply it together. So that equals to 100. So then we'll write this, no difference at all. And then we'll multiply with the number that we found. After that, just need to write the answer. There we go. Very easy, right guys? So 0's the easiest, but you should see this hard one. So why don't we try doing this? It kind of looks difficult, but don't worry. It's no difficult for us. Watch this. So you might see that 140 is the same. So let's put it in a group together. Here. Let's put it in a group together. That means that it's the same, so we just need to put it in one group. And we don't need to plus with each other at all. After that, we'll multiply it. Okay? Put a comma again. 53 and minus with 43. Minus with 43. So we don't need to plus or minus 1 at all because at the back there's not a same number. No same numbers here, so we don't need to plus or minus 1. There. Now we'll calculate it, write the answer, and that's all. First, we will still keep this as 1, and then we'll multiply with the number that we found. So here's 0, here's 10. So multiply with 10. So that means that the answer is 2,140. So you see, let's review. So when you see about this, there are some that have the same number as many numbers. You just need to put it in one group. So the second thing you need to know is that when we have a number, zero will come in handy because 0 is the most easy and common thing that we most do. When we plus 0 together, it's still the same as it is. So when we multiply with it, that means that it's still 0. We don't use any more of it. So 0 is the most common and easiest one so that we can plus together. So that's why 0 is handy. And we just need to multiply these together. Don't you see that? We learned this already and it's really handy, right? And third thing is that sometimes it could happen with 1 0, 2 zeros, or even more zeros than you expected. Well, you just need to do the right way. First one is that find a number that is the same each other. But if there's not, we'll have to use the method to find which number equals together that has a 0 or maybe 2 at the back, or maybe how much that you could count. After that, if you see the same one, put it in one group and then find the first. This one will multiply together. You see this one, just need to multiply this, or just take the first equation and then use this, then you have it. After that, you just need to plus together, poof, here's your answer. 0 is also the same, but maybe it's much more quickly because we don't need to do these 3 things at all. But if you're a quick, smart student, you might just need a few seconds of calculations and then you just write the answer. But in school, they always force you to write like this. So we have to follow the rules. So that's how we use it. So this one is really great, don't you think? Today, there isn't a quiz, so I'm very afraid that we won't have any time. So today, this quiz is on the board. So we answer it, and you did brilliantly. So I hope I see you next time, guys, on my journey with math. Bye!